Is this sign in your future? Are you thinking about buying a house and want to see that sold sign as quick, as easy as possible? Well, stay tuned. We're going over a step-by-step guide to buying your home. Hi, I'm Teresa Wellman with HomeownerExperience.com, and today we're talking about the experience that I have seen and gathered over the last 20 plus years helping many families buy and sell real estate, and how I've boiled that down into a 5-phase step-by-step process for buying a home. Whether this is your first time buying a home in California or Silicon Valley, this guide is going to have some valuable tips, and I want to explain those details to you today. As you can see here on my screen is our home buyer guide. Our goal working with clients is to minimize the stress, to be fully transparent, to guide you step by step so that you can make informed decisions. We are fully committed to your process, and we want to share this information up front so you can get a lot of value and buy a home the right way. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the phase one. Now, phase one, I'm going to call the research and prepare phase. Ultimately, this is where you're going to understand, are you emotionally ready, financially ready to make a move and to buy? And also, are you ready to settle for 7 years? What? 7 years? Why that? Well, there's some numbers and research to that, and I want you to go over to the home buyer guide that we have on our website so that you can get information and access to all of these details. You'll see I have several different links integrated here that are going to help you get more information on topics that you might be curious or interested about. For example, that 7-year commitment. We're going to talk more about that. One of your first steps in your research should be estimating your home budget. I recommend an online tool to help you get an idea based on your income and current debt, what that might be. And then it's also going to give you an idea of what size property that might be. Is that something that you can live with and work with for 7 years or more? That's the initial research I want you to do. Also, by doing that, you're going to be able to narrow your search by searching homeownerexperience.com for that price point to understand what neighborhoods might work for your budget. Once you've done that, you've also looked at your financial plan or your settling down plan for the future, then it's really time to move on to phase two. So we'll get into that in the next video. Before I go to that section, I want to point out that we do have several different questions that are really common in this for phase one, and I've got a lot of resources to help you work through those steps. So this buyer's guide is going to be an ultimate table of contents to a lot of the content that we have produced, but in an order that's going to be really easy for you to follow. We recommend this order to make the process the easiest as possible. So how much money do you need to buy a house? Have you saved up for your down payment and closing costs? What are closing costs? So many different questions, and we're all addressing those here at the end of phase one. We also are going to get into more details and more questions and continue to build up this resource. So I recommend you come back to this home buyer's guide and check in as you work through each of those phases. So phase two, as you can see here, is to set up your team. We're going to talk more about that in the next video. In the meantime, I would love to learn more about you and your home search and your goals. So check out the link below to introduce yourself to my team. You fill out that information, let us know what you're thinking, what areas you're focusing on, and we will reach out personally within 24 hours to get back to you and help guide you down the path. So we look forward to connecting and helping you on your home buying journey. When you get serious about finding the next home, even if it's 3 to 6 months away, I recommend a buyer consultation. People often ask me tips and tricks for navigating the home buying process, and this buyer consultation meeting is focused on planning and educating you with insider tips. We enjoy putting the best plan together with you to create the best outcome. When we meet, these are things you can expect, things that my best clients say they really appreciated. First off, insider tips for the loan process and our list of favorite lenders, discussion of your purchase power and budget so you understand how banks determine loan amounts. Third, help you build your ideal property profile with your budget in mind, and also talk through the best tools to use and how to avoid common mistakes. And really valuable is we help you make a strategic plan and timeline to meet your goals. We'll also discuss different neighborhoods and cities and address your questions in this meeting. If these insider tips are what you're looking for, schedule a free buyer consultation with us, either in person or on Zoom. Check out the link below. you.